gun, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Fetty Wops and fine to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Commanded tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow, who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, Black Sun, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us.
Hedabosha. Listen, brother, off script, there is a word from the Lord. Listen, God has given you the anointing of pettiness. Brother, you've been getting on JSU's neck since you got here. I never knew you was going to do a show about the Dion disciples. But beyond that, brother, listen, keep bringing the smoke. Keep bringing the pettiness. Listen, the people want to hear you. They're going to hear you. And remember, God's going to bless you. Be blessed, brother.
Breakdown. I love too easy topic, don't take offense when I touch down. I got it to a T, not a QB sneak, but if your D look weak, I'ma rush now. The trick of the trade, we're trying to celebrate. Everybody want it done tastefully. They can't tackle me, they knowing it's the truth, but they still wanna hear me say it tactfully.
H is for the heavy hits, how we handle his hypertension has to be clever. It's better if they just let him sit. Nah, this ain't a hobby. Hallelujahs hollow the halls. This is champions writing the hieroglyphs on the walls.
Everyone envisioning encrypted plays on the side. Know the end goal, the end zone, and enter in my eyes. Echoes from people, me host emos enchanted inside. Entanglements in the trenches, clear benches, enjoy the ride. Essentially, we eccentric, yet we also eclectic. Well respected, collected, and never look for no exit. No exceptions, it's expected. You took an L, so accept it. Can't water the squad down, every player electric.
That's shocking. I'm exercising every evident energy leading to victory. I call that energy winergy. When we play, it's like a symphony. Execution of an extra point to put me up for endorsement deals. I'm in the end zone now, my favorite place on the field. I see no equals, even odds fall when stacked against us. We crack them in the trenches, then we send them back to benches. Eternalize my endeavors, Canton enshrinement. Exit 107 on 77's where you'll find us.
Ooh, Jay, bro, you snapped on that one, bro. That's cold. I salute you.
Man, right back at you to the backpack pole. We both did our thing. It's Joe Allende, by the way, yeah. Scotty, Mike Reed, yeah.
The breakdown.
What is going on, everybody? It's Wednesday. You already know what it is. It's The Breakdown with me and your co-host, Mike Reed. Let's get it. It was Cali. Relax.
What's up with it, Scotty?
It's good. That's good. What's good, man?
Great day to be a Tiger, man. 4-0, you know. It's good on the throne right now, man. Everything's good on the throne.
Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Now let me tell some people, because I know a lot of people like the song. If you understand, listen. Let me give you the concept, right? So the show is called The Breakdown. If you listen to the lyrics, they spell out the. Yeah. All right? I don't know if a lot of people, if you're rappers or if you know what it. So backpack goes T, J-I-N-D goes H, backpack does an E, and then he does another E. If you listen to the lyrics, all their bars are with those letters. So it's like a triple entendre. It's crazy out here in these streets, but that's just some info for y'all, so y'all can catch up on that. If you don't believe me, go back and listen to the song and have some intellectual conversations. Okay, Mike, let's break this thing on down, Mike. I mean, you did beat Valley. I mean, come on, you were damn close though.
Hey man, I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet.
I know a few things about profit, and you ain't one of them, sir. Okay. I know a few things about profit, and you ain't one of them. All right, but that was kind. Listen, man. You know, I guess I gave your offense too much credit because they couldn't put up 60 on Valley. Just a little something. You know, I thought you guys were good enough to put up 60. I guess not. That was on me. That was my fault. I effed up. You know what I'm saying? I thought y'all would be more dominating than that, but you know, it is Valley, so you know, I guess, you know. But did you go to the game? Or you don't go to the game?
No, I sat this one out. It was against Valley. Put it like that. Hot, you know, against Valley. I didn't see a need for me to be at that game.
Oh wow.
You know?
49-7. Apologies, guys. Apologies.
Give us our 4 points. Man, give us our 4 points, Scotty.
Man, it's not like it was 60. Like I said, it's supposed to be so dominating, but the worst team in the conference, you couldn't put up 6.
Scott, as we know, come on now, let's not take away anything from Valley. Valley is a scrappy group. They take on the persona of their coach. They're a scrappy group. They always gonna fight, no matter the score, especially against Jackson State. They gonna come with it every time. They're just not as talented as JSU. But hats out to those guys.
Oh, yeah. So scrappy that you couldn't put up 60. So scrappy.
I tell you what, fam, you better be on alert this Saturday against Valley. Well, if they play the game Saturday, I don't know what's going on with the weather, but fam, you need to be on alert.
Yeah, a lot of people need to be on alert. All right. So, you know, I'll say this about the game, man. It was a game. It was a game. It had to be played. You know what I'm saying? It had to be played. I just, you know, I mean, it was a game. I mean, I didn't watch it. It wasn't worth my time. I got life minutes. You feel me? And I'm not wasting it. Yeah.
Scotty, we could have scored 60. We left a lot of points on the field. Drop balls. Shadua overthrew a couple. Holding penalties. You know, things of that nature. Really, I get a team between a C+ and a B-. We got a lot of things to clean up, but the thing I'm very proud of is the team understand that we could be better. We got some things to work on without Dion having to tell them. The fan base even know, like, okay, guys, we got some stuff we need to clean up. Wasn't our best performance, but we'll take it. We're only gonna get better, Scott. Only gonna get better.
It wasn't even 60,000.
Yeah, a lot of people took the game off, man. Just like me, I took the game off.
Wow, where's
I can't be mad at people for taking the game off, man.
Can't be mad at people. Listen, what? So you only get 60,000 on the big games? I mean, I'm just confused. It's only 60,000 in the big. That's what it is?
Oh, Scott, it was against Valley. Come on now, man.
Wow.
Come on now, Scotty.
I mean, I just, man, if y'all gonna pick and choose when y'all want to show, if y'all gonna pick and choose when y'all gonna show up with 60,000, just let me,
it was against Valley, Scotty.
just let me know. So I don't want to hear no 60,000 in unison. It need to be for
that. We had a higher attendance than any other SWAC school.
I want to hear 30.
Hey man.
No, it's 30,000 in unison.
Half of us took out. You know, we cut that 60 to 30. We gave everybody today. I was like, y'all can take this one out because the next home game, we need y'all. It's gonna be 70 next home game. 70. We might have to take that number.
Bro,
70.
They said Southern usually outdraws y'all in your own stadium.
Nah, that's cap. That's cap.
That's what I was told. They said
that's cap. Southern comes out.
They said
it's like 60-40. It's 60-40 JSU.
That ain't 60,000 of y'all. that ain't 60,000, Mike. Listen, I don't know what math is mathing over there in Jackson, but if you telling me it's 60-40, because I know a lot of Southern fans say they rather play at the vet
Jackson,
then go down to Southern.
We don't like one of Baton Rouge. Nah, we ain't doing. We don't like that Baton Rouge.
Hey, you go down.
I hate Baton Rouge.
Go down to Baton Rouge. They take the J off that junk. You understand? They don't. We'll come back with an SU logo. You keep playing with it. But no, they say they outdraw y'all sometimes in the state. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey man, 60,000 blue and white pom poms in unison, one accord. Y'all know what time it is. Like the boom be having the things on the head.
Yeah, I'm good. Now we're good. Hey, bro, don't be tagging me in no foolishness like that with that.
Hey, man.
That was
Hey, man, if you got to make an entrance in God's house like the Sunny Boom of the South. When you come in God's house, you got to make an entrance like the Sonic Boom.
That preacher needs his credentials revoked. I'm not. I'm watching that. I wish I could pull that up right now just so people can understand.
I know, right? The people need to see it.
Yeah. So thank God I got my Instagram already up. See, look how the Lord works. You wanted me to show this with it. I want y'all to see the foolishness this man tagged.
Give the people a word for the day.
Oh,
let's give the people a word for the day.
It's not up there no more, Mike. It ain't.
Hold on. Go to hold on. Let me see. Let me send it to you. Let me find it. I know where to find it. Because you know the good word. We got to pass this good word around.
Not the good word.
The good word.
Not the good word. Yeah, I was like,
I think it's on Sonic Boom page. Let's see.
On DI Love page. That DI Love page. That's where it was tagged to. You need to be
okay.
You need
Shout out to the DI Love page, man.
You need to be fired.
Where my preacher man is? Let's see. I might be skipping over. I can't find it.
Wasn't meant to be.
Hold on, it was a reel, so let's go to the reels. Nah, I can't find it.
Even better. Even better.
I can't find it.
All right.
I found it, Scotty. Hold on. Here we go.
I was about to move on.
Let me send it to you, Scotty.
I was just about to move on. All right, guys, this is the foolishness that Mike sent to me.
This is the word for today, y'all.
You know, let me take you back to the stadium. Because 50,000 people.
He didn't say 60.
He was talking about Saturday. Scotty.
Oh, no. He didn't even.
He was talking about Saturday.
Nah.
He was talking about Saturday.
That's how I know you be lying.
He was talking about Saturday.
The game hadn't even started yet. But in the faint, far distance, you hear a whistle. And the whistle calls out a certain drum line. And the drum line says something like, can you help me on that?
Preach, Pastor.
I want to be very clear. This can only work in Jackson. This can only work in Jackson. I want to be very. My disclaimer is this can only work in Jackson. All right, that's my only disclaimer.
And just that, lets you know it's about to go down. And after that, you hear that tuba. You know what it does. Yeah, can you do it one more time? One more time.
Once again, I say again, this could only work in Jackson. This could only work in Jackson.
Preach, Pastor. Preach to him.
Yeah.
I bet that offering was overflowing. I know that offering was overflowing.
Now, for those of you who are watching online and you don't have no idea what we're talking about.
Ain't nobody from nowhere outside watching you. Ain't nobody outside of Jackson watching you.
You never been to a JSU football game. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
I'll tell you what's happening. When that happens, the band is making their way into the stadium. And leading the band and everybody else are 5 guys. They call them the J5. And they are high stepping into the stadium. And all eyes are on the band. They come in, you know how they come in high stepping, and they got the batons and they're twirling them, and all 5 of them in precision, and behind them are the J sets, and behind them are the band, and they doing it. And the crowd is going,
only in Jackson.
I'm stepping for the Lord.
Because ain't nobody else gonna know that they going wild other than. Continue on.
And listen, we were doing this even when the team was losing.
Hello.
And that was a long time.
BP before prime. BP before prime.
I actually came up with that. I just want to be very clear. Because he used that on his coaching.
He did.
On his coaching thing. I damn sure came up with it. I'm just gonna say that. But okay.
Preach, Pastor.
Am I lying?
It was a statement that we are here. And it made a statement to the crowd. And it made a statement, watch this, to the opponent.
Hello.
I'm through when I tell you this. When you come into the house of God, you ought to come in this house making a statement. I'm here.
All that to say you need to make a statement.
When you come into the house of the Lord, you need to make a statement like the Sonic Boom of the South do, Scotty.
Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than that. I gotta do better than that. I'm gonna open the call outs early because my boy TG. Let me see what TG talking about. What's up, TG?
Scotty. What's good, bro?
What's good?
Man, it's one school I think you overlooking, bro. Because Jackson State is not the only school where this sermon would be recognized. See?
Oh, Lord.
Another school you're overlooking, my boy. It's a new school. The Hemingway University. You overlooking them. The Hemingway University. Pom-poms, one accord. When they changed Arizona name to the Hemingway. Pom-poms in one accord. We'll have 60,000 of them in there. Pom-poms in one accord. They're going to be the Sonic Boom of the North.
Ooh, don't sound started today, man.
For the South, they're going to be Sonic Boom of the North.
Why you stupid?
Ooh.
So I'm just letting you know, when they change that name, get ready. It's going to be 60,000 in one accord. With me ready. I wanted you to know that, my boy. Oh, and like the stream, y'all already know what it is when I get in here. Like the stream. Hey, bro, I got in this thing late, right? So I had to go back so I could listen to that song, bro. You know that song popping, bro, for this pregame show, bro. That song that your boy and your girl cousin did, that junk fire, bro. I keep playing that junk. I really need to take like a clip of that junk and just so I can play it in my truck, bro. I got that 15 in the truck. That thing will be bro, that junk fire, bro.
Yeah,
I just want you to know.
I'm gonna try to put it on Apple Music. Yeah, we're gonna try to put it on Apple Music so people can just listen to it.
Yeah, dog. So I can bump that thing going down the street, my boy.
No problem, TG. Appreciate you, my boy.
All right, man. Y'all.
All right, peace. Oh man, we gonna get to some other stuff too, but I want to take some of these callers. Hey, what's up, Book? Talk to me.
Hey, man. Hey, that sermon, I missed that sermon. Did my heart some good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man,
yes, sir.
I was old enough. Man, look, I was old enough to remember when they used to do the pastor used to come out and do the prayer before the game. And we were playing Valley, and there was a pastor. He was from It'll somewhere. He might have prayed like somebody praying 10 minutes before Thanksgiving. Everybody waited for him to stop, but I swear that man prayed about 10 minutes, asking the Lord to give Valley the victory, and said it in those words. Now, his prayer stopped at the lights of the stadium because we beat the brakes off of him that day. But that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing unusual. Is all I'm trying to say. But look, give and man, that last interception, that first interception, that last play of that game that DB from Valley did to Pitch Gerald, man, give that kid that prop. That was a hell of a read and a hell of a play. I mean, he getting a little looked over because it was obviously in a big defeat, but somebody get a kid this props, man. That was a hell of a play. And then when y'all get a chance, man, let's start looking at we took a light on Dancy because he's an alumni, but the real estate agent gonna get.
Oh, he got to get it. He got to get it, man. He got to get it.
We gonna stop
real good.
We gonna stop calling our scores, Mike. And we gonna say, hey, we gonna give you the night. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, man. We're gonna give you the Mater. We gonna give you that Mater. That's funny. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's funny. All right, listen, let's move on. Call lines are still open. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. That's funny. Give him the Mater. All right, listen. What are your thoughts about your boy QB1? He got his own barbecue sauce now.
Sauce, man. We dripping. The sauce, man. Give my boy his sauce, man. Cause you know, Scotty, when I make barbecue wings at the house, I got my own sauce, so I feel them. You got to have your own barbecue sauce. Everybody barbecue sauce ain't tasting the same. You know, I got three different sauces. I mix them in one, a little season, a little butter. You know, I ain't mad at my boy. Do your thing. Do your thing, Jesus Christ Jr.
Listen, I don't know if I can trust a sauce made by Shador. How he tried to explain it, he was like, you know, I'm saucy, but when I score touchdowns, I'm spicy. They ain't got shit to do with barbecue. That ain't got shit to do with barbecue, and he just a little too bougie to come out with barbecue sauce.
Hey,
I
love. Hey, Scotty, I love him to death. I'm not buying that barbecue sauce. No, sir. I'm from Mississippi. I'm not trusting that barbecue sauce. No, sir. I'm not trusting that one. I'm not trusting that one, Scotty. Ooh. Oh, I bet that barbecue sauce gonna be bland as hell.
Oh boy, you stupid. Boy, you dumb. Oh man. Oh yeah. Listen, cause that sweet baby Ray's.
That sweet baby Ray's. Hey, when I make my barbecue sauce, I mix in sweet baby Ray's with mine, man. Man,
boy, that sweet baby Ray's, that J right there. Ooh. Yeah, you hit. We should do a taste test on here one day. Yeah, we should do that. Get the sauce and try it. Yeah, yeah.
I need to know what to find this barbecue sauce is.
They said it's in the bookstore. So it's sold in the bookstore. What barbecues are sold at the bookstore? Come on, man. Stop it, man. We just, listen, when I imagine somebody making barbecue sauce, I imagine them with the grill masters on. You know the grill masters, the black leather, with your toes all out, your uncle be wearing. Yeah. He ain't wearing no grill masters. He got the times on. What barbecue grill has Shador stepped? Man, that boy, man, he probably don't even like to smell like smoke. Stop playing, man. I'm sorry, man. I just can't. I can't, man. I'm gonna have to pass on. I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try it.
Me and my boy Kid Black, we gonna try it, man. We gonna try the sauce.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you a report on this guy. I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it.
Not even the least bit. Not even the least bit. All right, listen, man. There's been a lot of rumors. Deion coaching jobs. You know what I'm saying? He was on EYL talking about JSU moving to Power 5. I'm going to play that, and I'm going to play, the clip of what Deion has been saying going forward. So let's bring this up real quick. All right.
At some point in time.
I would like to see that when we're ready. Mm-hmm. We got to be ready. Now, when you start jumping conferences, and I don't want to just jump to no baby conference. If I'm going to jump, let's bungee jump. Let's do the doggone thing, okay? So I got to get the Travises. I got to get Travises there too, okay, up front, on both sides, offensive, defensive line with some depth, because that's how the big boys will get you now. They can't mess with you in a skill position because we got a quarterback that can spin it. We got receivers that can go, DBs that can go, linebackers that can bang and cover. Where they get you is right here in the trenches. Mm-hmm. Because now when they rotate. Yeah. And they got 8 heat-seeking missiles coming, and you may have 4. So sooner or later, you're going to wear down. So you got to beef that up if you want to compete with the big boys.
But you would like that. Or be open to it.
I want that.
Yeah,
I want that.
What conference would you want to be in?
I know it don't matter. A conference that is gonna
SEC
make sure that we don't have a struggle no more. Because everything is a struggle. Everything is not enough. Everything is less than. everything is like thereof. It's going to be a conference that can put the whole school on, that we straight.
Is it ever?
All right. My question to you is what conference would you want to move to if JSU made that jump to Power 5? What conference would you want to move to?
First of all, not the SEC. Oh, I don't want that smoke, Scotty. I do not want that smoke, man. No, sir. Oh, Big 12. Big 12.
Big 12.
Yeah, Big 12. We'll make some noise in Big 12 for sure. Maybe the ACC. ACC kind of, they got some good teams, but they still got some trash bags over there now.
Some trash bags.
Some trash bags over there. ACC, Big 12. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Okay. I mean, I don't see those two being such a problem. I think the Big 12 fits the region. You know,
yeah.
I don't know what their payout looks like. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you this though, Mike. What would your fan base look like playing, predominantly PWIs now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, some people don't like change, Scotty. But if it would happen, I think it'll take some adjusting too. But everybody get on one accord in unison.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take people hate change, especially like the older alumni or whatever, because of the history of the what word Dion used? Tradition. I'm like, Dion, forget tradition, man. Come on, man. It's 2022. Let's get on board, man. But it'll take a while to get used to. But everybody, they'll come around. They won't have a choice. So,
well, but what about? Think about it. Because I look at it in the grand scheme of, Jackson State. Just okay, good example, right? Valley comes up. Nobody showed up for that game because there's no. They weren't that good.
Yeah.
But just it's not really their thing. How do you think they're going to show up for the Iowa States? Do you think they're going to show up for the Kansas?
Wow, that's a good question, Scott.
Are they going to show up? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to show up for, the Texas Tech? They might show up for Texas Tech. I think they might show up for that. But, those random schools out there, Kansas State, Kansas, Iowa State, are they going to show up for the Baylors? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like as long as we keep the HBCU experience going on, they'll show up. As long as we got that Sunday boom and that thing cranking, and the tailgaters outside the stadium, we eating good, they'll show up. And plus we'll have to schedule. We'll have to continue in the Alcorns, the Southerners, to keep that HBCU experience going on.
Okay. I think that's a tough sell. I think that's just a tough sell for your fan base and, what they're so used to seeing consistently.
Oh, the old heads ain't going to like it, Scotty. I'm going to tell you that now. Old heads going to hate it.
Nah, because like the halftime's not going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? When you got that.
But that's why you have to, like the non-conference games, that's why I have to be Southern, Alcorn, FAMU, maybe TSU, teams of that nature.
I'm telling you, y'all going to be begging to get back in that Southern Heritage Classic. If y'all members going to be begging. Please. We just need to see another brother. Yeah, God damn. Yeah. But no, because for me, I've gone to enough games and know, if Baylor comes to Jackson, right? There's gonna be a lot more people getting up at the halftime show than ever before. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna stay and want to watch that battle between Baylor University and Jackson State because one cares, the other one don't.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
There ain't gonna be no fifth quarters. Those are out.
Oh, it's over with. It's over with fifth quarter.
Ain't no zero quarters. Ain't nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of the aspect of the game you're just not gonna have anymore. And I don't know if fans are gonna, as much as the money might be good and everything like that.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna be a lot of reminiscing.
Like it'll be rough starting out, Scotty. Very rough. But over time, people will get on board.
Man, y'all gonna be playing. They're gonna be over there Journey, and they're gonna play some Journey.
Hey man, and long as we winning, everybody like winners, man. Everybody like winners.
Who's to say y'all be winning? Now, Dion, I'm just saying, I'm being honest. Now, Dion's coaching jobs, you hear Georgia Tech is in the mix. You hear Auburn. How are you feeling as a fan, you know, what that process might look like and what might be coming up?
Man, I just let the rumors be the rumors, Scotty. I just let the rumors be the rumors because I'm the type, I'm appreciating Dion while he's here. And I don't know what Dion gonna do. Y'all don't know what Dion gonna do. Only person that know what Dion gonna do is Dion. So I'm gonna appreciate Dion while he's here. And I'm on his train while he here. And we choo-choo, we winning. So whatever Dion do is best for Dion. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at him.
Yeah.
And I can't, and I try not to speak on what I feel like Dion is gonna do because I don't know.
All right. Let me take a caller. Call lines are open 518-263-8124, 518-263. This is Rocky. So everybody take your black cards out because you know he gonna hit you with some race.
Man, don't sell that shit, Scotty, man.
You keep your black cards handy.
Hey, man, look at here. Hey, I tell you this here though. Them MEAC offensive linemen, well, I put it like this, not MEAC. Them South Carolina State and A&T linemen look different than some of them SWAC, some of them Valley linemen. See, they look all the way different. I just tell you that, and they all black, by the way. So anyway, no, this is what I called for, right?
What's up?
My question is, would a conference just take them in football? Because I think in the other sports, it'd be difficult for them to finance a schedule, a Big 12 schedule or ACC schedule when you look at the travel involved and the lack of attendance that Jackson State historically has had in those other sports. Like, how would that work, Mike?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Oh, man. Well, joining a bigger conference, of course, your payout going to be bigger. So, you know what I'm saying? So the budget is just going to get bigger.
What they got to do with the fans, Mike?
What they got to do with the fans? Are you talking about from the athletic department standpoint, or the fan standpoint?
They got to get some support from the fans if they, you know what I mean. Just because your football TV money is going to grow, that's going to be largely. You're going to have to put a better product out there on the football team, right? How is that going to help your non-revenue sports? That's what I'm talking about. How are they going to support the non-revenue sports with, with a football, with just the football? I know they can use the money out across the board, but you got to understand, football is going to be a large part of your overall athletic budget. Would you want to participate in girls basketball and men's basketball and baseball in the ACC or the Big 12 and all those other sports that they play in those conferences? How would the fan support look? And would it be cost effective to play those sports in those Power 5 conferences?
Oh, that's a good question, man. Ooh, we have to be creative. We have to find creative ways. First of all, it'll be a decision on the athletic director and the president on joining all sports versus just joining football or whatever. Because that's a tough one, Rock. That's a tough one, Rock. Because you got a good point with that one. But our girls basketball team is growing. That program is on the rise.
They could compete.
Yeah, for sure.
If you let Coach Reed get that recruiting budget of
yes, sir.
You also got the Big 12 behind you. She can compete.
Yeah, and I think Mo Williams also on the board side. Mo Williams can make some things shake on the boards too. So it'll be a rough process, but it can be done over time.
His last job. Don't talk those shit, Mike. You got to wait and see what he does. He won 3 games. They played 30 games. He won 3, bro. So let's not talk about what Mo Williams could do. We know he was in the NBA.
Hey, man, Mo Williams in the Jack now.
We know he gave LeBron shoulder massages when he was in the NBA, but that don't mean he can coach.
Hey, Mo Williams home. He in the jack, man. Don't do that. He home.
Appreciate the call, Rock. That boy's stupid. That boy was giving out.
Hey, I enjoy Rock every time he calls in.
Hey, 6483 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Hey, what's up, Scotty? I'm gonna hit you like they do the Paul Feinbaum show. Long time listener, first time caller.
I appreciate it.
Man, that's your frat brother. What's up?
What's up with?
You see, he don't be claiming.
How you been doing,
he
bro?
He don't be claiming you.
Hey,
it's from Val.
Hey, I'm a claim Zeta 5 now. Come on now.
He trying to act
like I'm Zeta 5 till I die, man. You
know where home is. I know you're talking about 60,000 in unison.
Yeah.
You know where home is down there.
He be trying to act like I don't see no green in the background. I don't see
man, I got some green. Let me go get my green. I got some green.
You phony. Boy, that boy acting brand new. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, no, you good. Hey, just to touch on that quick point about maybe Jackson State jumping to another conference. I was sitting here thinking, and I was like, man, I think a good conference for them to jump to starting off, going to a Power 5 would possibly, I would look at like joining an American Conference or maybe the Sun Belt. I know like a couple years ago they said the Conference USA was looking to add a couple teams. Those are conferences that I look at and say, man, Jackson State football team could walk in and immediately compete versus going to a Big 12 or an SEC or maybe an ACC and kind of being behind the ball, you know, with some of those other programs. But I think before they make any jump like that, they have to kind of really do the research into it, because I know North Carolina A&T did the same thing a couple of years ago, and everybody did it with the intention of moving the school forward. But North Carolina A&T went from being a dominant MEAC program to a middle of the pack Big South program. They went from winning and enjoying having winning seasons to being 500 or worse. And so realistically, I think if they were to make a move, it would be slim pickings at first, but you know, maybe over time fans would get on board like what Mike Reed was saying. But realistically, how do you all see that panning out if they were to make a jump, and what's a realistic conference for them to move to?
Let me ask you a question. Would you make that permanent move for a temporary person? Because you got to understand, when you make that move, you're going to need Deion to at least be there another 4 or 5 years to kind of get you guys stable through that transition. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, if you make that move, let's say Big 12, Sun Belt, Conference USA, if he doesn't stay for another 2 or 3 years, you guys are just going to go right back to obscurity. Like, you know, because there's nobody that's going to be able to generate the kind of the excitement and the recruiting that you need to be done on those levels. So that's the part that I don't understand. Like, I would need the commitment from Deion first before I made a commitment to, you know what I'm saying, like, to making that move to another conference. Like, I would need Deion to commit to me another 5 years, like something like that. But go ahead. That's my question back to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. That's a great question. I guess kind of like Mike Reed said, only person that knows what Deion is going to do is Deion. So I think if he's pushing for a move, I don't want to say this maybe a handshake deal with him and the AD to say, hey, I'm going to stay here and at least see us out throughout this transition. And if I do leave, I'll make sure I leave somebody here in place that can sustain the level of performance with the program and possibly take it further than where it is now. But I mean, that's a great point. If they do make the jump and then 2 years later, Deion says, okay, cool, I'm out. Shadua has graduated. I'm on to the next thing. Well, then what do you do? Because there won't be a pool. There won't be a draw. I mean, yeah, you still get some people to say, yeah, I want to go to Jackson State. And it's a Power 5 FBS school now. So I get a little bit more exposure, but they'll be right back where they started from. Okay, we don't have the athletes to compete. So why are we here in this conference? We were enjoying being dominant while Deion was there. Now we getting scheduled for everybody homecoming, essentially.
Put him on the schedule. I'm sorry, that's a good one. I don't, you know, for me, man, I think I look at it like this. Have you ever seen the movie The Founder? It's about how McDonald's got built.
Matt McDonald's, how they got started.
You remember that handshake deal they had? Listen, man.
Yeah.
It like that stuff. You can't move like that in today's age. I need you to sign something that says you're going to be committed to us another 4 or 5 years, and that buyout has to be so ridiculous that Jackson State's like they still spending money. They still spending money from that buyout deal. You get what I'm saying? So I mean,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I think listen. I don't like making a big decision like that unless you're stable, unless you have a like if Deion moves you up and you're consistently and your athletic budget is 40, 50 million, you know what I'm saying? You can withstand having losing seasons because you have so much money coming in. I wouldn't really care. You know what I'm saying? I honestly would not care. Now, Jack State could feel some type of way because they're not winning like they want to or whatever. But as long as that money keep rolling in and you're sustainable and Jackson don't look like a third world compared to everybody else in that conference, I'm good with it. If I'm being honest, I'll be good with it. But go ahead, Mike. It's on you.
I would hope Deion when he leaves Jackson State, I would hope that he leaves Jackson State in a great, you know, in a stable condition. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
he just ain't gonna leave. I wouldn't think he'll just leave JSU bare and dry. You know what I mean? Because right now he's really setting the blueprint, showing us how things supposed to be done. And when he leaves, we'll be in a way better position than we were, and we'll know how to continue on and be successful post Deion. So that's what I got on it.
Hey, appreciate the call, man. Drake.
Hey, Fred.
You said what?
I just said, all right, Fred.
Oh, yeah. He rapping Valley. He don't know what you rap. You know where home is. 0284 coming to you, Drake.
Man, this is a money move. If it would happen, I mean, it's a money move. There's plenty of schools who are making money that aren't good at athletics, but they're making money. So that Big 12 media rights deal gonna be different. And you think about how HBCU's been doing more with less. You're gonna sit there, you get a Big 12 media rights deal, 40 and 50 million is gonna seem like 100 to an HBCU. So I think Deion, that type of move, I think he'll prep it. And you think about any Fortune 500 company, it's a handoff, you know. So you sit there, you start it, you get it up and going, and you hand it off. You know, you got kids. OFFSCRIPT may become a multi-billion-dollar company. You will hope your kids will know how to run it when you leave.
That's fair.
Yep.
You know, so if they are smart, the coaches are learning so much from Deion, where when he leaves, it's just, I've done the hard work. You know, I own business. Start the business. I'll use Microsoft. Start Microsoft was hard. It's easy to run Microsoft once it's been up for 30 years.
Yeah, it runs itself.
Especially when it runs itself. You know it. You know you ain't got to market it. So even if he's in the Big 12, so let's say he gets to the Big 12, and let's say in 3 years. Okay, let's say he only decides to coach 3 more years after he's in the Big 12. It should be on autopilot. By that time, the coaches have been around for maybe 10 years, 7 years under Deion. You got a coach in waiting. And then if the JSU alum that's coaching waiting, let's say for some reason he's just not good enough, because that happens. The Big 12 is going to attract enough good coaches so where it'll be able to run of his own. Now the question is, are they going to be cool with an alum, a non-alum running it? That's going to be the question, because you may give it to what's the receiver that graduated from JSU. You may give it a him.
TC Taylor.
TC Taylor, yeah.
Reason, whatever, he goes 4-6 or whatever. You know, he doesn't win. You're gonna be able to attract enough great assistant coaches from maybe LSU or wherever. You're gonna have that is gonna end. It'll be the only HBCU Power 5, which is gonna have something that no other Power 5 is gonna be able to commit with. It's still gonna be an HBCU. So, I think it'll be on autopilot because it'll run. You'll get a better stable of everything, better stable of coaches, better stable of trainers. Everything is going to be a lot better. Deion's doing the hard work right now. You just don't got to crash it.
That's real. Hey, appreciate the call, Dre. I mean, I like that philosophy.
Yeah, I agree with Dre because Deion has set the blueprint, you know, and like Dre said, autopilot.
Yeah, I mean, it make. I mean, you won't autopilot it for wins. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what. But I think
not for wins, but just have everything is ran.
Yeah.
Ran.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you get it set up just right, and you walk out of it, you know what I'm saying, in a better place than where you left it, and you just asking somebody don't crash the car. You know, to me, this is where you know you're in a situation that works. If you're still if you lose and win money.
Hello.
If you're losing and you're still getting money, you good.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
Vanderbilt.
It's okay to lose and still be getting funds. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
It ain't fun to be broke and losing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. We don't want to be in that boat. But if you get money and you lose, it's like, all right, we'll sooner or later we get this thing right. You know what I'm saying? Well, 10, 20, 30, 40. You know what I'm saying?
Vanderbilt, man.
So, it is what it is. 8945 David coming to you. What's up?
What's going on, y'all? Man, hey, if you want to do a move, and I just seen it in the chat, bro, I would do the model what Boise State did. They was I think they was the Big West member when they was in FCS. The Big West, all the teams scattered around because I think they shut their conference down. So basically, Boise State became a member of the Western Athletic Conference. So they started off small. And then basically they built their resume up. And they already had a resume, but they built it up even more when you started playing teams like Oklahoma and like Oregon and stuff like that. So then when they made that move, they outgrew the WAC conference. They moved to the Mountain West, and now from the Mountain West they're going to the Big 12. So they basically gradually moved up every time, and then the money increased every time they moved. They moved up. They want when they first got to the Western Athletic Conference, they didn't get a whole bunch of money. They weren't getting that type of money like that. But when they got to the Mountain West, they started making noise, and the Mountain West had a TV deal that was like the based off a model of the Big 12, and they just moved. They just skyrocketed, and then too, boys, like Jack State, it's I can say it's a brand, but they, they built their brand by having playing good football, and that's something that I think that they can take a look. They can take a look at and use that as an example right there. And like you said, with Coach Prime, the talk about Coach Prime leaving, it's up to him. He got that decision to make. Exactly. And nobody can make that decision for him. He got that decision to make for himself. If he's gonna stay, he's gonna stay. If he's gonna go, where he can get, where it would be better for him, he gonna go. But everybody's just making these assumptions like he's gonna leave. Like, you don't know what this man gonna do. You really don't know what he's gonna do. Hell, he might stay in Jackson for like 10 years. You don't, what I'm saying? We just don't know. We don't know the outcome. But too, if he does leave, Ashley Robinson better have a hell of a succession plan.
Hello.
Before he, before he leave out. He better cross his T's and dot his I's and find the best person that's going to fit for the program and for the school and for everybody.
I agree.
So, I mean, but that's all I got to say, though.
Hey, appreciate it.
Appreciate it, brother.
This is my thing when it comes to we don't know, right? It goes both ways, right? Because people like to. I've seen some crazy comments talking about, Jackson State job is this better than Georgia Tech? I'm like, in what world? In what world are you living in that Jackson State is a better job than Georgia Tech? Like, that doesn't even, like, at the end of the day, it's all about what Deion decides to do and what he chooses to do. If he goes to Auburn, Colorado, Georgia Tech, South Florida, whatever job is available that comes available, it's just what he wants to do with it. If he wants to take it, or if it fits his stilo, or if it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's given the reins that he wants to give, like, listen, I think Deion and Georgia Tech will be absolutely pandemonium. Absolute pandemonium in Atlanta. Like, are you kidding? That would be the hottest ticket. Man, the Falcons would be an afterthought. Do you hear me? Like, don't get me wrong. I love the stadium, but damn, like, everybody gonna be at Georgia Tech games. Everybody.
Oh, Scotty, can I crash at your crib? I'm coming to the Georgia Tech game.
Everybody gonna be in that J. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, it's gonna Marcus Mariota gonna be at the Georgia Tech game. You know what I'm saying? So I think people are being disingenuous if you're talking about, that Georgia Tech isn't a good school or a good fit for Deion. You're out of your cotton picking mind. Now, the issue is, and people like to say this, well, he'll have more of a legacy and he'll have more of a history with Jackson State if he moved Jackson State up to Power 5 or moved them up to a conference. You don't know, like, listen, man, I've listened to enough politicians to know there's people say some stuff that don't ever happen. All right. People say some stuff that don't ever happen. Don't mean they don't want it to happen. You start looking behind the curtains. You're like, man, we can't make it work. You know what I'm saying? But it sound good. It sound real good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, free college for everybody. You get in the office. I thought I could. I thought I could, but you know how the Senate is, and in the House, they ain't really trying to go for it. It's so many little things and nuances that you gotta, it's just so many things, man. Listen, I like the forward thinking by Deion. I don't think that it's in its future in the near 2 or 3 years, but if that's if I just don't like to make that decision off one person. That's the only thing that bothers me, because it's like putting all your hopes on one person, and then if that person leaves, it's like, damn, where do we go from here? You know what I'm saying? But Mike, I mean, it's your school, bro. Or half your school. Valley and Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't get this all. Like I said earlier, I don't get it all that speculation. Deion gonna do what's best for Deion, as anybody should. I just feel like I hope that he leaves JSU in a good position when he leaves.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think he would leave you in a worse situation.
Yeah, I don't think he would either. He's not that type of guy.
But I'll tell you this though, if he leaves, some of them players coming with him.
Hey.
Travis and Shador, they gone. Listen, they gone. Do you hear me? You better start looking for a new quarterback tomorrow. Better start looking for a new quarterback tomorrow. As a matter of fact, you need a short list now. 8735 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Got it.
What's up?
Coach Prime is not going anywhere, brother.
Talk to me.
He's a grand marketer. He's gotten everybody going every which way, speculating, getting attention. What I see happening is he's either going to put pressure on the SWAC to get themselves in order to be a better conference overall. And if they don't, I think he's going to do the Notre Dame route. He's going to go independent. If at least 60% of the games he schedules are with FBS opponents, they qualify for FBS to be ranked and be eligible for the BCS championship. So I think that's the route he's going to take.
Okay, so I disagree with the independent route, because now you're gonna. Oh, this is tough. Okay, so if you're Dion and you're independent, now you're going to probably try to negotiate an NBC deal like Notre Dame had. You're going to try to know you're going to try to find a way to generate revenue, right? So you're either going to put yourself in one or two predicaments. You're either going to put yourself in a long-term deal with the broadcasting company that, you know, probably pay you what NBC probably pays Notre Dame. You're probably going to have to get it in 10 years, something like that. But then at the same time, you don't want to lock yourself in that long because we all know how the changes, but you know, if Dion says, yo, I'm leaving after 3 or 4 years, it's so many variables to that. Let me just, I'm going to keep it simple. Going independent, to me, I think that's a detriment to Jackson State because they're still going to try to reach back and schedule HBCU games. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're still going to.
100% they will.
Yeah.
100%. That's going to be that 40% of the games that they'll take will be with the HBCUs they want.
Yeah, I think that's.
But
I think that's tough, man. I really think that's a tough look.
If you look at Dion's history when he was in Dallas and the schools he started on with football, he's a long-term player. He look at the long term to get to a goal. I don't see him going somewhere else into another university, into a conference, and just being another person when he can go build this out itself. It's like a rundown farm. It just needs to be fixed up, a rundown house as a mansion. It just needs to be fixed up. You know, the infrastructure is there. He just needs to fix it up some more. And that's what he's doing. I think he will leverage this to push a SWAC or another conference, get some games on the schedule with various conferences, and make a TV deal, like you said, for Jackson State or maybe a few other HBCUs that he's rolling with, you know, Grambling, Tennessee State. And they go out and play independent with various conferences. And now they're the team that they knock off a good team in a larger conference. When they roll back, when they play these different conferences, that actually pushes everyone's ranks up if they're knocking off teams in other conferences. So it's a play.
I think that's brother. I think that's a very expensive play. But hey, appreciate the call though, Mr. Williams.
Yeah, I don't think financially. I don't think financially. Notre Dame, they can do that.
But they joined the conference. They joined.
Exactly. They got to a point where exactly.
You know, they joined the conference, and you know, just to help out the non-revenue sports. But you know, listen, man. I'll tell you this. I wouldn't be if Jackson's. I'll tell you this for real. If Jackson State was to separate its media deal from the SWAC, it'll probably be the best thing possible. That. If they could separate their media deal away from the SWAC and make their own individual media deal with the NBC or CBS or something like that or ESPN and really get paid, now you're talking big bucks, but you still got to get 40% back to the SWAC.
Hello.
That's the part that a lot of people don't want to talk about. You still got to get 40% back to the SWAC, but if they could do their own it's not impossible. It's not impossible. If they did their own media deal with the SWAC, that would be their best. That would have been their best benefit, honestly. But let me go 0119 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Yo, Scotty, I ain't talked to you in a minute, but bro, I'm just wondering, what does the SWAC and Jackson State contract sort of like? What's the layout of it if you know?
What are you talking about? What contract layout?
With the media, it's like why they can't go off with ABC and NBC and do their own media thing just because they under the SWAC umbrella?
Yeah. So you can have. It's like this, right? This is the tough thing. If the SWAC negotiated a primary rights deal, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say they go out and like ESPN is the primary rights for SWAC, not exclusive. Just primary. So they get first dibs. Well, if Jackson State's the hottest school, I can pick up every Jackson State game and any secondary rights, that person won't get them. So let's say Jackson State did an individual deal with CBS Sports, right? And they're like, hey, we'll do your secondary deals. Well, if ESPN comes in and says we want all Jackson State games, that doesn't leave CBS with nothing. That's the issue. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's the biggest issue. So it hinders Jackson State because as a conference wide, you know, they might be under one umbrella and they're the hot topic. So as a primary rights holder, why would I give the secondary guy a right to, you know, or they might leave you the bad game like Jackson State and Valley or Jackson State and UAPB. They'll give you that game. You can have that game, but they won't give you the Jackson State and Southern game. They won't give you the Jackson State and Alcorn game. Now they taking that game because it's the big game. It's the hot game. So, you know, that's what you're dealing with when you're going underneath a conference.
Yeah, that's the and the suckiest thing about that is one SWAC school overshadows the whole conference. So they really losing out on all the money. It's not even everybody losing out on money. It's just one school losing out on all the money. And I think that's gonna mess up their recruiting in advance. But I appreciate you letting me get this time, bro. You know I'm always ready to call in.
Hey, no man, no problem, bro. Appreciate the call. I think people gotta understand, man. Like it's not the SWAC's job to focus on one school. Even though
best for every school,
it gotta go what's best for everybody. Even though I don't even believe that they're doing the best by every school, if I'm being honest. But that's a whole.
Don't get me don't get me started on this guy. Don't get me started.
And this is my issue with. I'm not saying like blue is wrong, right? But it's not when you're looking at a deal, right? When you're looking at an impactful deal. If I'm a company, if I'm NBC, I'm thinking of it like this. Okay, it's Dion. How can I get Dion in front of other people? You know what I'm saying? Like if Dion is on a bigger platform, how much bigger can that reach be? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might be getting 785,000 or you might be getting 800,000 viewers. But if you partner with me and now I put you on everything that I have, now you might get 1.5 million viewers. You might get those 2 million views. So I think it has to be a benefit to both companies to be like, I think I can push it further than what it can go. And I'm not saying that, you know, Notre Dame might be getting 25 a year or 30 million or 40 or 50 million for 4 years. Well, I think you can give Jackson State 25 for 4. I think you can give Jackson State 20 million for 4. You know what I'm saying? 5 million per year. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't think that they couldn't get something in that ballpark or that ball range because there's money to be made down in Jackson, right? Well, how many people in attendance?
60,000 blue and white pom poms in unison.
It has 60, you know, there's money to be made down in Jackson. So I think that there's a way that you can make money off of that. But once again, you can't separate the two entities and things like that. But hey guys, that's our time, man. No more callers, so we good. Mike, you got anything coming up? I mean, I know you're on the
bye week. We getting guys healthy. Shallow on the return. Big Truth coming back. Yes, sir. And number 12. Well, we're going to get number 12 an extra week to get ready. So we're going to get number 12 an extra week. So by homecoming, 60,000 blue and white pom-poms in unison. One accord. But in all seriousness, it's a bye week. I'm just going to sit back and watch everybody else play this week and find out who's who in the SWAC. I think I'm actually going to be attending the PV versus Ramblin game. I'll be at that game.
State Fair Classic. Yeah. State Fair Classic. Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting to see who's going to be the who's who in the SWAC this year. Or FAMU. I'm taking Valley over FAMU, man. I'm calling it, Scotty.
That's your upset pick?
Yes, sir. Valley will upset FAMU this weekend. I'm calling it.
Man,
I'm calling it.
I swear to God, if I come back here on Wednesday and that's the case, listen, we just need to go ahead and walk Willie Simmons out the door.
Hey, I know Coffee cussing my ass out right now.
I'm gonna just go ahead and walk Willie out the door. Nobody. That ain't.
And I want to give you your flowers. I watched the HBCU game day Saturday.
Yeah.
I like it. I love it. Everybody, y'all need to tune in. It will keep you up to date on what's going on for the day. Those guys gonna get an inside picks. You know, usually Scotty is the loner. You know what I mean?
I got that. I got the D2 pick right. I got that D2 pick right.
You did. Lone Wolf,
baby.
But I love what y'all doing with this, Scotty, and I'll be tuned in every Saturday morning, man.
Hey, that was just a pilot, man. So we don't know when we're gonna bring it back. But hopefully we can. What we're gonna try to do is we probably gonna like if next year happens, we're gonna take it around a lot of D2 schools because Swag and me they be acting funny and stuff like that. So we
they be tripping.
We might take it around to like a kind of like a college game day for D2 schools and stuff like that. And we just gonna try to keep growing it, man, make it bigger and make it more interesting. But man, I appreciate that, man. It was.
I like it, man. I like it. Yeah, it was hot out there. Y'all was cooking. I can tell.
Well, my iPad, when you get too hot, you take the iPad. My iPad was like, nigga, flip me over. Like, but let me stop, man. Hey, man, I appreciate it, bro. But listen, guys, I'm probably going to try to have a film breakdown for you guys later today for the Southern and UAPB game. That's my game of the week for this week.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do something like that. So hopefully I can make that happen. But if not, see you on Thursday for the round table with my boy Blue.
What's up, Blue?
Yeah, all right. So listen, guys, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.